This one's going to be kind of hard to speculate on what he hits, but I'm going to take a stab at it anyway. You see he hooks up the leg and he pulls it up with a reaping action of his leg coming out of Nahanchi Kata. You can also see that he grabs onto the shoulder to stabilize the man and then hits him into neck area. Again, we can't really see the target specifically, but his hand was low enough to be in the neck area again, his favorite targeting. Now, when you look at this, the target's not so interesting because we can speculate for sure, sorry about that, that it was the transverse cervical nerve. Again, let me get to, let's take the fascia away, makes it a lot easier. It was either the transverse cervical nerve, which I'm trying to catch there, right there in pink, or the cervical branch of the facial nerve. I think it was a transverse cervical nerve, but it could have been the other as well. Both would have that same effect. Now, you'll notice the person's head. Now, this is the interesting part about this knockout. Watch the guy's head because it jerks, but then it definitely turns to the side. So bringing in the pen, you can see his head rotates this way, which means he must have caught the front of this muscle in this trajectory and also probably down, because that's the way you make the transverse cervical nerve work the best, because you're catching also the muscle spindle cells of the sternocleidomastoid mastoid muscle, okay, and also the nerve itself, okay, the transverse cervical nerve, or the branch of the facial nerve up and through here if I can catch it for you. But again, watch the head turn and you can see that most likely that strike was not only downward, okay, and into the neck, but it was also going toward the back to rotate the head as it did. And that'll take care of our knockouts for today. I'm glad you joined us here to take a look at Oyata's knockouts and take a look at how he focused his studies, in particular around the side of the neck, sometimes a little deviation, and mostly the same tool, but he also deviated that tool as well. So that's all for today's film. Thanks for joining us.